Alright, y'all, I'm back again. I'm just gonna pick up where I left off at about history. And I know in the last subject I was speaking about slaves, slave trade. And I was tired of the slave movies, and how it doesn't reflect on our actual history, and as far as it goes back, if you watch Hollywood and what Hollywood tells us, and through these movies that they put out here, you know, uh, just slave movies. So that means that you came in this world as a slave, and you'll always be a slave. So that's why we have a slave mentality. But I touched on that on the last part. So in this part here, I'm going to continue on about history, and something that is important to me and something that I've noticed is this. History itself is 360 degrees, meaning it always comes back to a full circle. And you can't have one part without the other. And one part can't exist without the other part, regardless whether you're European, you're Asian, you have a native background, native Indian. Uh, it doesn't matter. Any part of the globe, history always comes back full circle. And through my studies, I've learned that that is true. And I'll give you a perfect example. This is only one example. And if I misquote some things, or if on the math that I'm wrong, go back and learn. That's why I always say it's very good for you to go back and study yourself. Don't just go off of what I say or anyone else says. Go back and do your research yourself. Go study yourself. Um, you have to excuse my wife. She's backed up doing her thing. But go back and study yourself. That's what's very important about the acquisition of knowledge. And then the Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon Bonaparte, who was the Emperor of France, he was at war with Russia. And Russia was kicking his butt. He won a few battles, but he was losing the war. He was also at war with Haiti, the Africans in Haiti. Slaves, they sent over there. Slaves revolted. Now this was before it was called the Haitian Republic. It was just Africans who were sent over there, and they were under the colonist government of France. They rebelled. They ran all the French out. They took over Haiti. So Napoleon said, I can't have that. So he sent some more soldiers over there. Ships and everything. Guess what? They got their butts kicked too. So he was at